Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler the Cosmic Spider here playing some new Hytale. This is going to be the Orbis Skyblock Challenge. This is what I have been talking about in my playthrough, my first playthrough ever of Hytale. I talked about wanting to make a Skyblock map that was uniquely Hytale to some extent. This is obviously a first playthrough of the map. And so it's going to be relatively, I don't know, hard, I guess, because there are probably going to be things that are lacking, things that I did not have the foresight to see as needing to be done. I'm not going to make the map available for download immediately because what I want to do is at least get a decent chunk of the way through. Oh, look at that. A chunk of the way through the map so that I can see like what kind of challenges we want to include as being completed, making it part of like completing the map, if that makes sense. Like build a house, collect all of the statues and stuff, which is already going to be a challenge anyway. But what I'm going to do right now, and just to get us started here, is we're going to collect some dirt. This is basically what you do on every Skyblock map, isn't it? You want to get your dirt, you want to expand your island a little bit before you break your tree, because you don't want your tree, you don't want to lose any of the good stuff, so to speak. So we're going to go ahead and try to expand out around... Wow, that was dangerous. Why did I just fall off like that? We're going to expand out around the tree to the best of our abilities. And yeah, we're just going to kind of wing it. We're going to go as we go. Know as we go, learn as we go, whatever the saying is. And I'll give you a little look around, because essentially what I wanted to do was I wanted to make it almost a bit of a progression, which, you know, if you've ever played the Minecraft Skyblock map, it's basically your starter island and then your little sand block that has a chest on it, and that's basically it. You basically just move on from there. It's a little bit harder in Hytale right now, honestly, to make a Skyblock map, because I, as a creator of the map, have to provide you actually with quite a bit, because we don't have things that we do have in Minecraft, such as mobs that will just naturally spawn, or... Oh, I guess she's just going to stick up there forever. That's fine. We'll give it to her. Or like with crops and stuff, I have to provide eternal seeds, because otherwise you're just going to kind of run out of the life essence, because we don't get mobs spawning, right? We don't get pigs, we don't get cows or chickens or, you know, skeletons. So it's like, how do you get bone fragments? How do you get the cloth stuff, you know, the linen fragments and stuff? How do you get those? Well, I have to basically provide those. And so it becomes a little bit more thought-provoking, like, where do I provide them and how much do I give? And so that's kind of where it comes down to, what do we want the challenges to be? And I'm going to be figuring that out as I play, because like I said, I need to do a playthrough of it and just kind of see what challenges do I find, what do I find to be frustrating, where do I find I can't progress any further because I don't have any of the items that I would need to progress, so on and so forth. And I think we're just about ready to break the tree. I just don't want to lose any of the like plant fiber, because we kind of need it. Here's a little hint: you can break the tree by, I think, breaking this block. Yeah, so that's quick. It's a quick, easy, and efficient way to get the tree broken without having to take the time to sit there and punch wood. All right, we didn't get a whole lot of plant fiber, though. I would have liked to have seen more. I think you can get more plant fiber, you know, correct me if I'm mistaken, if you actually go in and individually just punch the leaves. Maybe I suck. I don't know. But we're going to be having to be okay with that amount. That at least gets us a pickaxe, which we're going to need. Obviously, you're going to have a pickaxe, because you got to make a lava generator. And as of right now, I don't believe that you can put lava in a bucket. I tried to do it. It would not pick it up. We can try it now after I place it down, but I could not get it to work. So let's go ahead and let's get rid of some of this stuff here. See, I was kind of hoping that the plan was that these bushes would create plant fiber when you break them, or sticks, but it literally just drops the bush, and I was having issues with it. But I think what I found was maybe you could take them into a farmer's workbench later and break them down if need be. I don't know. We're going to figure it out. That's what this playthrough is all about. So Oh, we lost a dirt. That's okay. The good thing about having a lot of islands on the map is that, and I'll give you guys a look around here in a second. We have 4 islands, right? This is obviously different themes, right? We have the desert island. This is like a temple island. This is a like battered, I guess, or forgotten, not the forgotten temple, but like, you know, just a ruin. And then this is the Outlander's outpost equivalent on the island. So let's get started. I don't know the island layout anymore. I don't know if this is going to be void. Okay, it's not void. I do have some animals spawned in, as you can see, like birds flying over there on the right. I think those are ducks, actually. Oh, that is a void, actually, though. Put that there. I don't know how to make a cobblestone generator necessarily efficiently, but we're going to give it a shot. Should we make it one more? I feel like... Let me take this dirt, just in case. Yeah, because I was like, this is definitely going to be... All right, here's what we're going to do. Hopefully this is a... Not a void. Thank God for that. But I do kind of don't... I don't want the lava to, like, flow down into oblivion. I want it to... I want everything to stay relatively... Oh, man. I want everything to stay relatively contained. Okay. So we're going to place the lava down. And see, that's the one thing I don't like about the lava block, is it doesn't actually disappear. Like, let's try to pick up the lava now. See how I cannot pick up lava? That's problematic. I'm going to go ahead and save the lava block just in case I want to use it again. I would suggest that you do the same if you play through. But eventually I would like to have it to where the lava is not necessary to keep. I want it to be consumed, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. Because I feel like that's kind of important. Also, I found that on my first... I don't know. I don't want to like break the other block, but it doesn't spawn quick enough. That's okay. We're just going to stay here. We're going to farm up some cobblestone. This is literally the magic of any skyblock map. You got to get your cobblestone. And the first order of business that I'm finding is going to be problematic for this. Do I have enough for a workbench? Well, I do have logs. So I do have enough for a workbench. We are going to have to build one, but I'm going to wait because I don't know how else I need to use the logs at this point. And just based on the design of this map, like obviously I want you to go to this island first. This is like easy mode because this island provides you with more dirt. It provides you with a big tree, a lot of plant fiber. And that's kind of like the island I'm trying to direct you. Like follow this bridge, complete the bridge. Trust me, it's going to make your life a lot easier because that island does not have any hostile mobs on it, and every other island has hostile mobs on it. So the idea is that you build up enough cobblestone to get out to those islands. Or that island first. And then, honestly, the Outlander's island is intentionally designed to be incredibly difficult. Not only to just get onto, because if you can't see, there's tons of little wooden spikes and, you know, there's a steel gate there. There are Outlanders there. I don't know how the spawning is going to go in this playthrough. That's one of the things that I'm unaware of how it's going to work because I have markers put down, but in this game in particular, ooh, look at that sallow tree just grew. In this game in particular, the spawning seems to happen around, like, based on time, like what time it is. And I kind of wanted it to be more about just, like, always spawning as long as you don't have light placed down there to prevent the spawns. But that's just not how the spawning works in this game. And if you are somebody who has made maps and you know how to do such a thing to make it have more like a natural spawning... Oops. Well, we lost that dirt. That's all right. I want to actually keep grabbing some of this dirt because I want to try to preserve as much dirt. We're going to need it eventually for farming, so... And also, if I could just, like, get rid of that to where I hit... Oh, well, okay. Bro, you have such large reach with these pickaxes. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that we're losing so much dirt. That's okay, because look, now we can do this. And we can gather most all of the dirt. I know we're wasting, quote unquote, wasting a lot of cobblestone to do this, but hey, you know what? We need to preserve this stuff. And eventually, like I said, we can start farming resources from these other islands. So for now, I'm just going to leave the dirt where it is. And now I think I can be able to just no, I'm not going to be able to just look, am I? I'm going to start hitting that one. God, I want to lower the reach, man. I want to hit all the way up. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on. If it spawned back immediately, that would not be a problem. But it's not spawning back immediately. I need like a piece of bedrock I can place there. Or I guess I could just have a hole there, but that seems dangerous. Let me try to just put a hole there. We'll just hold it down. Oh my gosh, it's still not, there we go. Now I can just hold it down right here. The problem is that obviously a hole is very dangerous, but if I do this, it shouldn't be as dangerous, right? I'm not gonna be able to fall down that. Oh, I'm on fuego. And obviously another thing that kind of is obviously different about this skyblock as opposed to a Minecraft skyblock is you don't get health passively, right? You can't, I mean, I guess you could just, oh my gosh, I guess you could just jump off of the world and kill yourself. But hey, that's a strategy. Some people use it in skyblock as well, but eventually you'll be able to farm. That's part of the challenges. Let's get to the farm and make it happen. But for now, I'm not gonna be able to heal, so I'm just gonna have to stay stuck at lower health until we can get to the first island. And that first island is kind of like the farming island. That's why I say it's it's an easy island. I don't know, I'm kind of torn between, do I just tell you everything about the map? Or do we kind of experience it? Do I allow you to experience it for the first time as we play through? Because I think I'd rather you experience it for the first time as we play through. But at the same time, I already know where everything is. I already know what's in the chests. I already know what the main objective, my main objective for this playthrough. And I'll repeat it in basically every episode I can because I think it's the thing. That's how you quote unquote win the map, is you need to build a house, right? You need to build a base. That's part of it. But you also need to you need to collect 4 statues. Each island has, besides the starting island, but every other island has a statue on it that you need to collect, and you need to build a display for, basically. You need to build a little monument to display your trophies, quote unquote, for conquering these islands. So that is kind of the main objective beyond just surviving and building your base. After that, I haven't really decided necessarily what I want to do. Obviously, something like having a farm, because that's going to be something that, can we actually still, well, I guess that's kind of cool. You can actually still just use your pickaxe to farm with if you would rather, or if you'd run out of resources, because again, Minecraft's super easy. You get to grow trees straight from the beginning of the game. You get to make pickaxes and tools from your cobblestone that you're mining. Not so much in this game. In this game, you have to use these plant fibers and rubble and everything else, which kind of sucks. But we do have enough plant fiber here for, oops, I guess, yeah, sure, just take that, to make one more here. Put these back in there. Because each island is basically the same distance away. They're not exactly the same distance away, but I tried to make it as, circular as I can. But each one's about 120 blocks. So I wanted to I had them at 80, but honestly, 80 seemed a little bit too short. It was too close. I want the islands to be far enough away that they actually kind of have some mystique and mystery around them. But at the same time, I don't want them to be so far away that literally all you ever do is just mine cobblestone so that you can get to the next island. And obviously, I think the quickest way to get to each island would be to build out from your main island. But I guess if you really wanted to build a cool little area, you could just do a ring on the outside, but I'll likely just be building from my island outward. And I think the way I might do these, because I don't ever time my episodes, I might just do it from day to night. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna do times, but we do have enough to get out to the first island. And like I said, the first island really is a very important island. It's definitely good, but I still want to build up just a little bit more because I'd like to get my main island here situated a little bit more. I would like to get an area set up, for my farm that I'm going to build eventually before we start heading out too much to the main island. So let's just start punching some dirt, and we will start heading out to this island here. Okay, it is kind of nice though that the blocks kind of have that. What the dickens? Is that actually a piece of dirt? All right, that was weird. All right, let's build out. Like I said, I want to use as much cobble as I can. I don't want to actually use my pickaxe to get the dirt. Maybe I can use the broken one. You think that's more effective than punching? I'm actually not too sure it's any more effective than punching, but hey, we'll go for it. We got 9. Perfect. I'll go down a layer here. Oh, well, I didn't want to go down like that, but hey, I guess, you know what? It's probably good that we do go down. I don't really, like I said, I don't really want to waste my pickaxe on this, though. We will go down one more level, I think. We'll leave our cobblestone generator up a little bit higher because I don't want to have to, like, redo it, but we'll go down one level and we'll try to level off. I guess we could just level off down one more, but okay, I'm tired of waiting for the. Oh shit! Well, that's not good. I broke my chest. How come last time it was floating? Last time I did that, it was floating. Oh no, we didn't break the chest. It's still there. Well, that's good. The reason I'm not too concerned about using up the pickaxe is because, like I said, I know that first island we have that big tree. And so there's plenty of, hopefully anyway, plenty of plant fibers that we can. Here, let's put you here. Build mini pickaxes. There's also, okay, we have a good amount of dirt now. There's also, how do you say, there's rocks, bolt, or whatever. I don't know what they're called anymore. Rubble. There's also plenty of rubble over there, so. Alright. I need to keep a stair over there, though. Man, you can't really grab blocks as they're falling, can you? It's unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. Alright, perfect. This island is looking like a mess, but you know what? You gotta believe in the long picture here. You gotta believe in the end goal here. Because eventually... Oh, look, we actually did grab one. There we go. I'm feeling a little bit safer. I feel like less exposed to dying. We're gonna leave a little staircase here too, because I don't want to not utilize the bridge. It's just free blocks. Oh, we better grab that before we lose it. The rubble is actually kind of important. I think with the farmer's workbench, you can make more rubble. I'm not entirely sure. Now we don't have enough rubble anymore. Or enough stone. Let's get a little bit more stone. And then I promise we're going to build out to that first island. It's going to be exciting. Oh, I guess I don't need the lava anymore either. But like I said, for now, I have to leave the lava because I don't know any other way to not allow people to just put lava down. Like, I toyed with the idea of just putting the lava down on the ground. When you spawn, it's already on the ground. But, like, I don't think that's really fair. Like, I want you to be able to place where your cobblestone generator is. I don't want to dictate to you where it's going to be. So, it is what it is. Oh my gosh, don't stand too close to your cobblestone generator where you're going to burn. I'll stand on this side. Because at the end of the day, if you just want to come in here and play in creative mode and make like a really cool base, that's your prerogative. I'm not here to dictate to you how to play your game. All right, let's build out to the main island. I don't want to lose the lava though, so we'll put it away. I think actually right now, if you die, it's still like partial drops. I didn't change it to any of the... I also didn't make a copy of this world. I do have a copy of the world, but like not this particular adventure world. So I'm just wondering, like, when we go to create the map or like put it up for download, I'm gonna have to like... All I actually did with the copy of the world is I just need to wait for it to become morning time because it's nighttime, so that shouldn't be an issue. Everything else is exactly as it was because I had to go into the file like editor, you know, I had to go into the config and change it from a creative world to an adventure world. And so I had to make a copy of my copy just so that I had a blank slate, one that I could play and then one that I can put up for download. So we should be getting relatively close. Oh yes, we're getting relatively close. Now, as you can probably see, and I'll show you obviously in more detail when we get there, but this first island is like the Forgotten Temple island, right? You can see the shrine there that you turn your memories into. It's got the work in progress sign in front of it because it's a work in progress. I would love to be able to incorporate memories into a Skyblock survival challenge. Like, here's my idea, right? If you unlock 20 memories, then you get a reward. Maybe it's seeds, maybe it's building blocks, maybe it's I don't know, a repair kit or whatever, right? But I don't know if there's a way to do that as of yet. Ooh, we got a chick unlocked. Okay, now let's make this a little bit safer at the end here. All right, perfect. So this is the first island. This is what I think should be your first island. It's the one that will make your life a lot easier. It's the Forgotten Temple Island. And clearly there's a lot of... do you not burn if you stand on this? Okay, cool. I didn't know. There's obviously a lot of wood here. A lot of plant fibers if you break all these leaves. And I'm going to do that this time. So, you know, next episode we'll probably go back over there, get some more cobblestone, and then just build out like a base around here. And I'm going to come up in this tree and literally break all these leaves because I want as much plant fiber in my inventory to secure. Also, this island is basically like your farming island, right? This is a food island. I've intentionally included these wild berries here, one, so you can have something to eat, which is nice, but also, even though there's 3 of them here, you can slowly farm Essence of Life, and you don't have to worry about like running out of resources to get Essence of Life. You always have these as an option, as long as you don't break them. So I think next episode what I'll do is we'll start excavating this island a bit. If you go into this, clearly you can see that all the memories are here. But as of right now, these don't really mean anything, right? Like, you're never gonna get to 25 memories because there's just not enough stuff in the map, right? I put the chicks in here, I put the flying ducks, there are enemies in here. You might be able to get to 10 memories, but I doubt you get to 25. But until next time, guys, I love you guys, and let me know what you think so far of the Skyblock map. I spent a good amount of time, maybe a week or two, trying to figure out how to use the creative tools, and I put a lot of time and effort into building these structures, building these islands. It took me a long time. I'm not a good builder. I don't know how to use the tools, and so just let me know what you think. And if you want to download it, actually just check the description. I may or may not just include one for you all to play as well. I would love to be able to play along with you guys. That way you can share with me your tips, what you found was frustrating with the map, or what you found was maybe not challenging enough, and give me suggestions for what the challenges are. But until next time, love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. See you in episode 2. Peace.